Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play on the channel, Buried Stars. I am of course guys Rohal, your host tonight. Well, why host? Because apparently this is all a survival TV show, or well, the audition for one. We are going into season 4 of Buried Stars. But apparently, as the store page told me, then the whole stage collapses and our cast is now suddenly trapped. I don't know if Buried Stars was the original title even for the survival TV show we are talking about, but well, now they are suddenly Buried Stars. And that's where the mystery begins. A few things up front. If you are hoping for English voice acting, that's literally not even an option. I'll go with Korean since that's the original language. Otherwise, just the usual, please don't spoil anything, this is a mystery game. Feel free to solve it alongside me and, well, comment your speculation. But only if you're honest about it, don't disguise your spoilers as, oh no, my speculations turned out to be surprisingly accurate. Please don't do that. But otherwise, yeah, let's hopefully have fun with this one and let's see how it starts. Well, the store page already told me how it starts with the stage collapsing, but you know. Right. Also, there might be some weirdness with the window and because unfortunately OBS refuses to recognize it as a game. So I have to...
어떤 인간도 진실된 모습을 들키지 않고 두 개의 가면을 쓸 수는 없다.
No man for any considerable period can wear one face to himself, another to the multitude, without finally getting bewildered as to which may be the true. N. Hawthorne. Discarded letter. I will not generally read the voice-acted stuff out loud. But I did an exception for this one. But yeah, if it's voice-acted, I will just read it for myself and comment upon it. So the show is literally called Buried Stars, okay. Hey. Ooh. Will his past drag him down? Fater? It's a... It annoys me a bit that I can hardly see the tooltips. I will have to sort out the technical difficulties, but anyway. Oh. So only 5 contestants? Oh. Hyesung, you shine bright every day, I vote for you. Hyesung, squeaky clean from now on. You can't have another scandal when you're sitting in jail. Hyesung, we'll make your debut in MMA. He does not look like an MMA fighter. I need to get his names straight. Hyesung, right? Hyesung. Do-yoon, okay. And yes, I know in Korean as we heard from the announcer, the family name comes first, but I will call them by the first names in general. Do-yoon, okay. And that seems like a big show if they got 800,000 votes. And if it's anything like the real world, God, the screaming is loud. You actually have to pay to say send a short message. Oh. Oh, the unforgettable. Okay. Let's admit, Do-Yoon hard carried his band Masquerade by himself. Stop trolling, noobs. You really think Do-Yoon wrote all the songs by himself? He just took advantage of his band and then abandoned them to hoard all the fame. Oh, it's all about good looks these days too. Good look. Nice start, Rohal. Oh, it's all about good looks these days, lol. And so guys still gain fans no matter what they do and whom they betray, lol lol. I'm so sorry. I've rooted for Do-Yoon since his debut, but now I'm done with him. What a cold-blooded asshole. Does he even feel anything when he sees Tae-hee crying?
내내 이어진 논란의 영향인가요? 시청자 투표에서 보존을 면치 못합니다. 하지만 현재 순위는 중간 결과일 뿐이라는 점을 명심하십시오.
Not a final result.
출연자를 구제할 방법은 오직 시청자 여러분의 투표뿐입니다.
Yes, so give us more money.
그럼 계속해서 상위권 출연자를 공개합니다.
Oh.
오인하가 상위권입니다.
Genau, can her feistiness prevail?
당돌한 캐릭터로 많은 주목을 받고 있죠.
She's cute. You know, shining bright today. I love you, girl, with all my heart. My heart is pounding. Stop trying to fake it, snob. You're so beautiful, you know. I persuaded all my friends to vote for you. Is she deliberately losing or incapable of gaining self-control? She's one of the top 3 in terms of bad personality among Do-Yoon and Yesung.
시청자 반응이 극으로 나뉜다는 점이 불안 요소인데요. 올로프로 결집한 팬덤의 화력이 주목됩니다.
Yeah, there's always one of those.
드디어 1위와 2위입니다.
Coming first.
투표 결과 1위는 국민 싱어송라이터였던 고이경희 선생님의 독자 이규혁입니다.
Oh.
이번 중간 결과에서도 이규혁이 1위를 차지합니다.
Gyeok Lee is still holding a crown? Gyeok's voice is so sweet. I wanna hear it every day. Such a beautiful tone. Audition Destroyer AV. The show isn't worthy of his talents. He's inherited great DNA from Byung-hee Lee. Gyeok is gonna be a winner. His performance is another level, huh? I think he's just trying to get a lot of attention before making his debut.
대를 이은 재능과 젠틀한 매력이 불러온 압도적 지지. 기세를 끝까지 몰아갈 수 있을까요?
And apparently also a Christian.
그럼 자연스럽게
He very much looks like the mainstream pretty boy.
아픈 과거를 딛고 무대를 장악하는 감성을 보여준 민지영입니다.
I do wonder if the sound is too loud. I hear it pretty loud even through my head. She is pretty. Shit, I didn't pay attention to her name. Yu Young Min? Yu Young Min? Is that correct? Was always on the stage. Yu Young Min, unstoppable momentum.
고통스럽던 공황장애는 그녀의 의지를 막을 순 없었습니다.
Run, Young, run, Young, run, Young, run, run. You're not supposed to appear on TV if you have a guilty conscience. What does that mean? So lovely. I'm looking forward to listening to the songs from this episode. Can't wait. Panic attacked my ass. What a fake. Drop that mask, girl. She's always been like that, pretending to be beautiful, begging for sympathy. Don't fall for it. Pretending to be beautiful? I mean, just voted for her. Really love seeing her on stage. I hope she ends up in first place. She's another level along with Gyeok. Her talent was not recognized well during her years in Beloved, but she's always been a gifted singer.
여기 탑5는 치열한 경쟁을 뚫고 생방송 무대까지 왔습니다.
Oh yeah, he is definitely pushed as the bad boy.
꿈을 위해 모든 재능과 열정을 쏟아낸 5 출연자들. 머뭇거리거나 양보해선 단 한 명의 우승자가 될 수 없습니다. 이건 살아남느냐 그렇지 못하느냐가 걸린 생존 게임입니다.
I will very much assume this is going to become rather literal.
자체 최고 시청률과 투표수를 기록한 4번째 시즌.
So not all of our cast are actually the stars themselves, but we got a few producer, backhands and such.
최종 우승의 영광과 상금을 차지하는 출연자는 과연 누구일까요? 잠시 놀랍고 묻혀진 재능을 발굴하는 서바이벌 오디션 베리 더 스타. 곧 승자와 패자, 생존자와 그렇지 못한 자가 밝혀집니다.
Annoyed already? Oh, no voice setting. I'm on live TV. I need to keep my face straight. Betrayer. Why don't I just give up now? And reveal the truth to everyone? Ooh.
도연아, 아니지?
Okay. Even got an achievement for seeing the opening cutscene. Do-yoon, you...
처음부터 이럴 작정이었어?
There is voice acting right now. I keep getting messed up.
한도윤? 이제 시간이 없어. 다 깨진 걸 언제까지 맞춰보고 있을 거야? 지금이야말로 자신을 시험해봐야지. 잘 생각해. 내가 기회를 주는 거야.
Okay.
자, 대답은?
That's how we split from his group.
저한테 뭘 기대하세요? 좋게 봐주시는 건 감사하지만 그럴 순 없어요.
동고동락했던 밴드를 저버리고 배신자라는 모욕을 감수하면서 본선에 오른 한도윤.
Do-yoon opened his eyes, but he couldn't see anything. He could only feel his eyes blinking. I'm sorry, I'm sniffling still. Somehow I'm still not quite over over my cold. One moment. Still alive. Do-yoon bumped into something as he slowly stretched out his body. He realized he was trapped in a narrow space. Fortunately, he wasn't pinned or injured. But the thought of his small fortune did not last too long. Is Gyuk okay? What about the audience and the staff? How long was I knocked out for? There's no way to find out. His senses were slowly recovering, but the intense pain forced out a groan. His trembling limbs were filled with goosebumps. He never imagined that his end would look like this. He couldn't even think of blaming anyone right now. A cold sweat rolled down his cheeks, snapping him out of his thoughts. Gyuk. Hope is safe so that he can tell the others that I sacrificed myself to save him. That Do Yun Han is not just a betrayer.
한도윤, 이 배신자!
Do Yun squeezed his eyes shut. Huh? Do Yun was startled by the voice and banged his head into something.
형! 규혁이 형!
들려! 도윤아, 조금만 참아! 이 미친가 봐요.
The voices drew closer. Blinding light pierced his eyes as he was pulled up.
괜찮아?
형, 무사해서 다행이야.
너 아니었으면 난...
Aw. PM 11:10, the beginning. Betrayer, the bassist of the indie band Masquerade. He joined the audition show with his band, but he alone made it to the finals. For this, he had been dubbed the Betrayer. Oh, we got profiles. That's nice. First place, a performer who has consistently topped the charts since the preliminaries, is the son of legendary singer Byung-hee Lee. Okay. Cool.
형, 괜찮아요?
You weren't a contestant, though. So not only contestants.
사이라, 무사했구나. 다친...
Floor director. Sale is a floor director for Buried Stars. He helps the producer do various jobs around the stage and knows all the finals contestants.
잠깐 기절했었지만 괜찮은 것 같아요. 무대 쪽은 그나마 덜 무너졌어요. 구사일생인 거죠.
Sale is a weird name. I don't think that's a Korean name, actually. They usually all follow the pattern like one syllable last name and two syllable first names. Like Han Do-yoon.
도윤아!
조금 어지러워서.
Do-yoon turned his eyes towards the stage while letting out a painful groan. Yeah. Couldn't believe his own eyes. Collapse. The stage collapsed instantly. Clue keywords. Okay. Okay. We'll assume communication will be a game mode. As he turned back, he noticed the somber expression on their faces.
형, 지금 이럴 때가 아니에요. 도윤아, 움직일 수 있어?
Gyu-hyuk's eyes were trembling while Sale tightly clenched onto his messenger bag. This isn't the time to stay weak. Let's assess the situation here first.
이젠 좀 괜찮아. 그런데
Right after collapse, communication started. Okay. Okay. Can acquire reaction keywords by talking with others using clue keywords. Tell me your current rapport level. Okay. So there's a whole social system. Okay. He does not like us, interestingly. So, Gyuhyuk, this was bound to happen? You know what? Let me quickly remove my face cam. I'm not sure if... shit, that cuts the sound. I'm not sure if I can have it anywhere without being in the way. So let's just take it out for now.
대체
Yes, we did the very basic tutorial. Thank you for the achievement. Was changed at the last minute. Oh, no, voice acting. Yeah, it completely messed up our choreo as well.
그랬지.
We switched to the new stage because it got more seats, right?
그치만
But I didn't have to rush it through. Regarding the abrupt stage relocation. So we got choices. Yeah, I mean, obviously, since they, since the stage then collapsed, they obviously went too far.
맞아.
Yeah, they overdid it. They should have at least double-checked the condition of this location. Rapport is the start indicating the level of trust and closeness that other characters feel towards you. Okay. Good to know. Oh. So there are different endings, I assume. And a whole route system.
그러니까
The staff members also had much to complain about.
그거야.
Who wouldn't have? The things were too hasty. You have a sanity system? Oh, and 0 is game over. Interesting. They would even revise scripts the night before filming. It was all such a joke. Yuhyuk nodded angrily. Yes, and this is the result. Stage changes. Challenge reaction acquired. Even more even more achievements. So we can't talk to him anymore? No more clues to discuss, okay. Why are you so upset? Yeah, that my concerns didn't matter.
이럴 줄은.
그거 있잖아.
We weren't supposed to perform here.
맞아요.
Yes, they wanted a bigger stage. But people were talking about the bent steel frames into falling dust. So this was very obvious to happen, apparently. Yeah, they rushed everything, and just look at it now.
괜찮아?
Are you alright? You look so pale. I was supposed to changing the stage from the get-go. To say they're not annoyed by the poor construction. Yeah, it's stating the obvious, but I think... Yeah, we'll try to calm it down a little.
혹시
Are you hurt?
네? 아무래도요.
Just a little scratch. I'm alright. You must have heard they were rushing construction to get everything finished before the finals.
너무 나갔어요.
There were so many warning signs. Like you said, the frames were bent and dust was falling from the ceiling. That's why I told them not to rush it. Pushing through to meet a tighter deadline? How's that even possible? That's us. How's that even possible? And that hurt our sanity. Sale fiddled with his messenger bag.
네.
That's how things work in this industry. The show was a big success.
말하자면
Anything is possible as long as we have the momentum to keep on rolling. They can literally demand and execute any task in a rush. Faulty construction. Okay. So now we got all the keywords. After acquiring all the available reaction keywords. Okay, that's where we end. And we can still use some clue keywords if we want to, but yeah, this could also be dangerous. So yeah, but we have nothing to do anymore. And our sanity is really low, actually. Oh, what's that? Okay, that's where we move on. That's where we can review the reaction keywords. We got options. Good to know. Let's save. Yeah, so I'm still sorry, I'm obviously still sniffling. And how long is the video? Only half an hour. Let's continue. Yes. Sanity worsened, but we got our rapport with these two slightly improved. Okay. The dizziness was almost gone. The Yun chewed over the conversation he had just had.
얘기는 다 해봤어. 조금만 정리해보자.
Okay. Recap using keywords you acquired and recap the story or decide the direction of the flow. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah. There was clear evidence of shoddy construction. The stage for the show was constructed in a hurry. The workers were rushed to erect metal pillars and install heavy lights.
천장에서 가루가 떨어졌어. 벽에 금강것도 받고.
The contestants and staff had already warned of the dangers, but nothing changed. Everything was rushed due to the terrible decision to relocate the stage.
거의 쫓기는 것처럼 옮겼어.
This was done to secure more seats for the audience. Even the rehearsals had to be done all over again, and all the objections were ignored.
위에서 강행하면 끝까지 토달 수 있는 사람은 없지.
Yeah, especially if your career hinges on it.
급박한 무대 이전 때문에 강행했던 부실 공사. 공개 참사는 시간 문제였어.
Yeah, I would be pretty pissed too. If you succeed in recapping or suggesting a proper keyword, Get a conclusion keyword, okay. And yet another achievement. A hand reach out to Do-yoon.
이나 씨, 그리고 다른 사람들 찾아봐야죠. 그래, 혹시 신호 가는지 확인해 보세요. 전화도 되잖아요. 스마트워치요. 쇼에서 준 거.
Smartwatch. Okay. Do-yoon checked his left wrist. Everything relating to the show, including the clothes, background facilities, and accessories, was sponsored. Of course it was. And it was mandatory for all contestants to use the sponsored products. This all-in-one smartwatch was one of them. Sponsorship. Many different companies sponsored the show. All the contestants had to use their products.
아이 젠장. 전화 안 터져.
나도야.
The two of them felt bitter.
거기 누구야?
혜성아.
도윤이 형.
The rookie, the youngest among the top 5 contestants with a cute and adorable image. He did well in the voting until a scandal concerning his violence at school broke out. Yeah, and apparently the showmakers were leaning heavily into it, like with all the studs in his jacket and such. And his undercut.
규혁이 형?
He does look like a teenage bad boy for Korean standards.
서혜성.
장수일, 너도냐?
The silhouette of someone could be seen behind the mumbling Hyesung.
뒤에는 누구야?
영희 누나야. 깨어나서 발견했어.
Former career, her fascinating voice and singing ability enabled her to make her debut as a girl group member, but she was criticized for getting involved in a scandal at the time.
얘들아, 다 무사해? 대체 무슨 일이야 이게?
누나야말로 괜찮아요?
Well, obviously everything collapsed.
죽는 줄 알았어.
The two of them carefully went to the center of the stage.
타이밍 미쳤어. 눈앞으로 쏟아졌다니까.
Yeah, now that I get a good impression how the game is working with, like, the graphics taking up the whole screen like that, I think I'll just leave the facecam completely off for this one. Please tell me in the comments if you would prefer with facecam or not, but I don't think there is a good place for it. Maybe in the bottom? I like the bottom left, maybe.
뒤로 날라서 기절한 거지. 설쳤으면 끝장났어.
Yeah, maybe I'll try next in the next episode that I will just that will cover part of the text though.
저 다른 사람들은 어떻게 됐을까? 가족이랑 관객들, 스텝은?
Yeah, given how like the stage was mostly okay, what happened to the audience?
이나 씨도 아직 없어요. 무슨 일이 생긴 건?
야! 살아 있었어?
She seems fine. The shadowy figure ran towards Do-yoon and smacked into him. Dancer, contestant armed with excellent sense of rhythm and a great voice. She advanced to the finals thanks to the skills she honed in her dance crew.
갈비라도 나갔냐?
아 방금 나갈 뻔했어.
다들 무사했구나.
Apparently she is more dangerous than the stage collapse.
네, 이나 씨. 덕분에요.
덕분은 에스타가 절단 났는데
They better should be after that disaster. B-Stars are an abbreviation for the show Buried Stars. It's used a lot by the media, fans, contestants, and staff alike. The tension momentarily passed when Ina joined him.
이나까지 해서 출연자는 다 모였어.
The contestants checked on one another. The top 5 consisting of Gyuhook Lee, Do-Yoon Han, Hyesung Sao, Jo-Young Min, Ina Oh, and the floor director Seo Chang. There were a total of 6 people.
무너지기 직전에 대피하란 말을 들었어.
Really? So they saw it coming?
관객석 뒤에 양쪽으로 비상구가 있어요.
Hopefully the audience is fine then?
거기로 다 나갔을 거라고?
그래. 사람이 안 보인다는 건 다들 나간 거겠지? 그렇겠지? 잠깐. 피디님. 신승현 피디님도 나갔겠지?
What was that sound effect? The producer, oh no. Producer, the primary producer for Buried Stars Season 4. She is famous for making hit shows. She's still alive. For the sake of our sanity, gotta remember that that's an actual, mechanic. I will say must have escaped safely.
나갔을 거예요. 천장 쪽이 지탱해서 다 무너지진 않았어요. 우리 5도 무사히 나왔으니까 PD님도 무사하시겠죠.
Hopefully. Do-Yoon rejected any unpleasant possibilities.
그럴까?
Great.
우리까진 무사했지만
PD님 계셨던 데가 어디였더라? 기억이 잘 안 나요.
저기 다 무너진 쪽 아니야?
Oh. Jo-Young's eyes looked anxious and shaken. No one seemed to know what exactly happened right after the collapse.
관객들 스텝 정말로 다 빠져나간 건가?
바깥에 연락할 방법 없을까?
You may suggest one of your keywords available to give an opinion or answer. Yeah, I mean... The B-Stars doesn't make sense. The smartwatch, obviously. Nor does the sponsorship make any sense. So, yeah.
스마트워치요. 다들 한번 확인해 보세요.
But he did say earlier that they have no connection, right?
그래. 워치가 있었지?
Everyone is happy about it. Yay.
왜 그 생각을 못했지?
Everybody is happy.
먼저 해본 사람 없어?
Literally.
한 사람이라도 되면 일단 성공이에요.
And we even get sanity.
연락처 하나도 기억 안 나. 어떡하지? 언니, 그게 중요한 게 아니야. 119부터.
그래. 무사하단 걸 알려야 돼. 내 건 아직도 신호 안 잡혀. 다른 사람은?
Yeah.
누구 되는 분 없어요?
나 전화 터졌어.
Oh, that's unexpected. All eyes were on Ina. They couldn't hear what the other person was saying.
프로필? 우리 거야?
Profiles?
무슨 얘기야?
What?
프로필 어떻게 잘못된 건지 제대로 알려달래.
What?
베스타 프로필?
Why do they care about that now?
우리 키랑 몸무게, 혈액형 막 다 꼬여서 나갔잖아.
That's not what's important right now.
구조대가 확실히 알아야겠대.
I guess. Okay. The profiles were edited after receiving the rescue team's request. The overall info, including hate and white, is mixed up. Okay, that's weird.
네, 알겠어요. 여보세요? 그렇게 할게요. 네. 뭐라고 그래? 사라진 사람들은 괜찮다? 구조대는 바로 온대? 그게
Well? Ina continued with a grim expression.
사고 터지자마자 신고는 갔대.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
우리 여기 있다고 말했어.
It's gotta be pretty big, and they saw it live on TV.
다른 사람들은? 무대 주변으로는 조금 시간이 있었대. 탈출했다는 거야?
That's good.
관객들, 가족들, 후방 스태프도 빠져나갔다고 그랬어.
다들 무사히 빠져나갔구나.
그럼 여긴 우리만 있다는 얘기야?
신승현 PD는 연락이 안 된대.
피디님도 빠져나간 거 아니었어요?
오히려 이쪽에 있냐고 물어보더라고.
Gone missing. She wasn't found among the survivors inside or those who escaped. Everyone is asking about her whereabouts.
잠깐, 우리는 언제 꺼내준대?
Ju-Young interrupted. I gotta get used to the names. Ina hesitated but went on.
건물 외벽이 무대를 감싸는 것처럼 무너졌대.
Okay.
구조대가 당장 들어올 수는 없다고.
How do even the outer walls collapse? How did they fuck that up so badly?
뭐? 더 안 무너지려면 하나씩 해체하면서 와야 된대.
Makes sense.
야, 본론. 그게 언젠데?
적어도 6시간은 넘는다고.
What? Rescue. Most of the staff members and the audience managed to escape to a safe area. It will take at least 6 hours for the rescue team to arrive.
6시간?
와, 나 돌겠네. 뜸들이다 왕창 무너지면 그냥 짜부대래?
Gyuhyuk took a look around the stage.
무대 상태 좋아 보이진 않아.
Yeah.
다른 탈출구는 전혀 없대?
공연 다 체크했대. 지금 상태론 출구가 없다고.
구하러 올 때까지 버티란 얘긴가?
Makes the most sense, I guess.
우리 프로필은 왜 확인한 거야?
그게 신원을 정확히 파악해야 될지도
No.
모른다고.
In case they are crushed. In case they are casualties, yeah. They need the correct hate, white, and blood type information to properly identify each survivor. Or, well, the dead or dead person. Feeling burned by everyone's attention, Ina took a step back.
전화 됐다 안 됐다 할 수 있으니까 벨소리 무음이면 소리로 바꿔두래. 방금 통화도 녹음했어. 들어보면 더 자세히.
The watch didn't play anything.
눌렀는데? 저 뭔가 잘못됐나 봐.
뭐 하자는 플레이야?
똑바로 해야지. 상황이 이런데.
Looked like Ina, the only one who had successfully made a call, was concerned. Cornered. As to what to say to the others who are feeling anxious, it never helps to say don't panic. She'll be fine.
괜찮을 거예요. 혜성이도 진정해. 구조대가 우릴 파악했어. 어떻게든 버텨봐요.
그래요. 이나 씨가 뭘 잘못했어요?
Yeah, is it important that it was recorded or not?
연락된 것만 해도 큰 수확이야.
그래. 내가 순간적으로 좀 흥분했어. 아니야, 내가 띨띨하게 굴었지. 하여튼 거기서 말한 건 거의 다 전달했어.
An awkward silence lingered.
적당히 끼어들어줬네. 감사.
Ah,
넌 괜찮아?
언니 상황 알잖아. 충분히 그럴 수 있어.
condition?
지금도 견디고 있을 거야.
Oh, right, panic attacks. Do-yoon had no choice but to nod. They were successful in contacting people outside, but it didn't help lighten the mood. Ina's phone recording didn't work. What kind of conditions are the other smart watches in? The others. What are their thoughts about the mixer profiles? Do-yoon decided to raise some questions. Okay. Can now use memo, record, contacts and settings. Okay. Check the keywords. Recorded files. Further info and profiles. Change the ringtone. Okay. And the background image. Cool. Why are you still so pissed? Like at me personally, apparently. So let's check the set watch. Check watch. Also gives an achievement. Social media, messenger. Check the profiles first. Yeah, we know that. Okay, male 25. Band. Oh, he's a bassist. Ex-idol, interesting. She is tiny. Unemployed. Cute and adorable image. Not very tall. And pretty slender for his size. Okay. Basically same stature. On a gap year. Does he need a gap year when, like, he is pretty famous already? Tall and more built than Hyeseong. He is about as tall as me, but much more slender. I got a gut by now. And the producer, who went missing, yeah. And another unknown one? Interesting. Auto-write? Auto-written text? Okay. Social media, we cannot do that. Messenger, nope. Check my rank. And that's our keywords. Okay, many more pages. Phone record. Oh, what's that?
그건 뭐야?
설명부터 듣고 누르는 게 좋을 것 같은데요.
녹음? 이거 되는 건가?
Oh, that's them trying out the smartwatch.
그런 것 같네요.
줄 거면 통 크게 태블릿을 쏘지. 코딱지만한 걸 어디다 써?
Yeah, I don't particularly like smartwatches either. The screen is just too tiny to be useful.
화면이 됐다시만 해야 안무라도 녹화해서 보고 그러지.
저희 맘대로 고를 수 있는 게 아니라서요.
무대에 차고 나와서 광고 좀 해달라는 거잖아. 태블릿 주겠냐?
I guess that's fair.
요따만한 거 차고 나오면 눈에 보이기나 하겠냐? 억지로라도 보게 시킬 건데 그럴 거면 큰 게 낫잖아.
In fair point.
하긴 서혜성이가 큰 거에 대해 뭘 알겠어?
What was that an innuendo?
키 얘기하지 말랬지.
Yeah.
야, 치겠다? 사람 치겠네?
닥치는 건 어때?
그런데 녹음 어떻게 꺼?
아직 하는 중이었어?
저기 이건 삭제를 추천합니다.
Apparently we did not.
마스컬레이드의 한도윤입니다. 아니지. 이름은 한도윤입니다. 좋아하는 것은 음악과
I like our protagonist already. It's delightfully awkward.
이게 뭐 하는 짓이야?
Yeah, I frequently ask that myself.
너에 대해서 얘기해달라고?
미션이잖아. 협찬 물품도 소개할 겸 하란 거겠지.
아, 미션이지. 깜빡했어.
이런 깜빡이 같은 모습도 방송에 좀 나가야 되는데.
저 벌써 녹음 중인데요.
언제 눌렀어?
규혁이 형이 되물어보기 전부터요.
자, 그럼 일단 그건 지우고 다시.
미션 까먹었단 얘기를 숨기려고?
그럴 리가요.
뭔가 단호해.
부드럽게 말했는데.
어쨌든 이건 남깁니다.
뭔가
단호해.
How about it? Okay. Interesting. Good to know that exists. Ringtone. We were supposed to, like, turn it on, right? Nah. Boring. No. No. That just sounds silly. Too calm.
그건 뭐야?
설명부터 듣고.
Oh, you can literally set the recordings as ringtones. Huh. Interesting. Let's do that. It's ominous. And theme. Drops pattern. Something ominous, I think. Yeah, sure. Okay, that's all we can do here. Probably spent way too much time in there. So, let's... Well, why are you still mad at me? So, what should we talk about even? Yeah, let's talk about the smartwatch first.
그런 편이죠.
Oh, use the default password. Oh, you Well, he isn't a contestant, so I guess he doesn't have one. The watch, the Fata account, anything that's official, you remember, right? I know, everything is bound to our watch and we can change our Fata account. Does this mean we have no privacy?
그렇죠.
You already know that the sponsor is not the only problem. We're supposed to capture it right away, but I wonder what they are raising the issue over the locked device. Why they are raising... what?
그래.
I already know, there isn't much I can do anyway.
그래요.
It's a little annoying, but that was the deal in the first place. I wonder where I lost my phone, I have no clue right now. Yeah, what am I supposed to do for hours? Oh no, no screen available, the horror. I don't think that's a good idea to just hand him the phone. But yeah, when he has a notebook, like...
있잖아.
What happened to the notebook you always carry?
아,
That's... This was a very loud zipper. Sale took out a wrinkled notebook from his messenger bag. It was familiar to Do-Yun as well. I was so dazed that I forgot about it. I could just write things down here. Okay, that was actually helpful. Sale always carries a notebook in his messenger bag and uses it to jot things down. It's the only thing he has now, since he wasn't given any electronics by the show.
저 그런데요.
You must be interested in what we do.
그건
Just that I see you everywhere. It was kind of unexpected.
도윤이 형,
Just remember what I said earlier.
그래.
You don't need to stress over it. You know, it's my job. We'll get out of here, right? Lock settings. Oh. The password for the watches is the same for all contestants to make device management simpler, but individual app accounts and data are bound to each watch and the Fata account can't be switched. I am immediately suspicious that one or more of the watches might be stolen or well swapped or something. Okay. If reports reach a certain point and specified criteria are satisfied, a report event will occur. Okay. You see the 5-phase report event for each. Okay, different endings.
여기 무너질 정도로 개판일 줄은 몰랐어요.
And even more achievements.
이럴 거라고 누가 상상이나 했겠어.
대체 어떻게 책임을 지려고?
He looked down. Do-Yun carefully chose his words.
무사히 나가게 될 거야. 만약 재개라도 되면 그땐 또 네 조언 좀 부탁할게.
조언이요? 제가요?
즉석 미션 기억나?
The pop quiz mission?
갑자기 휙 던지고 답을 내라고 했잖아. 너 아니었음 진작에 탈락했을 거야.
Yeah, well, it's a survivor show. I guess they have weird little mini games. Sale had saved many contestants from trouble.
마침 제가 아는 게 나와서요. 큰 도움이 됐는지는 모르겠지만요.
신기했어. 진짜 많이 알던데?
지식 쪽은 나름 빡세게 파는 편이라서요. 대중음악은 전체적으로도 좀 관심이 있고.
Lucky that he got to be a stagehand for the show then. For assistant producer, I forgot what his actual role was. Sales slightly took a step back, adjusting his glasses.
그래서 그쪽 얘기할 때 다른 느낌이었구나.
Interesting that different is emphasized.
다른 느낌이라니 어떤 부분에서요?
더 높고 빠르게 말한달까?
Sale was a totally different person when it came to the topic of music. His advice was more delicate and easier to understand at times, compared to that of the judges.
신나서 떠들었다니 좀 쪽팔리네요.
왜? 보기 좋았는데.
정말 보기 좋으셨어요?
뭐 내 생각이 중요한가?
전 스텝이에요. 뒤에서 조용히 서포트 해야죠. PD님도 매번 나대지 말라고 주의를 주셨었죠.
The glass casts a shadow over Sale's face. Yeah, I do wonder if the staff is happy about him helping the contestants. Like, isn't that unduly influencing the show or something?
정 내 생각이 중요한 거면 난 좋았어. 괜찮았고 너도 좋아 보였고.
아, 그런가요? 고맙습니다. 처음 듣는 얘기네요. 진짜로.
And we even got a bit of sanity out of it. Sale, who has a deep understanding of music, talks about his knowledge at every opportunity. He's so proud of it. Cool. A short silence followed the conversation. Startled by the sudden sound, Do even step back.
형, 왜?
That's cool, it's actually using the ringtone. The concrete debris fell right before his eyes.
뭐야 이건?
Shit, it continues collapsing.
위에서 떨어졌어. 하마터면 너 죽을 뻔했다고. 저기 전화 울린 거는 내가 했어. 그게 어찌 뭐가 되나 만져보다가.
So we can call each other, that's good. It was something to be thankful for. The debris would have crushed him if the ringtone hadn't gone off. The rescue team's advice to unmute the ringtone had saved him. Wait, would it have been a game over if I didn't change it? Holy shit.
여기 진짜 너무 위험하잖아. 큰일 날 뻔했어.
Everyone looked up at the ceiling with grim expressions on their faces. The tension died down as the ominous tremors began to subside. So, cool, we can actually continue with Sail-Chang. Yeah, let's talk about the rescue. Most pressing issue. I've heard the reason, but we have to wait for too long. There shouldn't be an additional collapse, so...
그렇죠.
That's true. If they just force their way in, it could get even more dangerous, as we have seen. Oh, fuck.
그래서
That's why it's taking that long. We need to trust the rescue team.
알겠어요.
I know. The only thing we can do is wait. So it can be dangerous to carelessly talk with people. Like, don't just talk with them about everything. But we need to collect the keywords. Oh, well, and we can get hints what we should even talk about. Okay, interesting. So, oh no, I was wondering why is one of them red. No, it's just the one I have selected. Okay. But that's a little bit too much hint, actually. Okay, so it did give us a hint that we should talk about the profile correction.
그거야.
The last preliminary was a mess too, but... Sale turned his eyes away from Do-yoon. All the noise from the last round. One thing was Do-yoon advancing without the rest of his band.
그렇다고 볼 수 있죠.
The contestant profiles getting mixed up was clearly the production crew's mistake.
그랬었지.
Some even mentioned a boycott. It's because they made the new guy do all the work.
있잖아.
I told him the profiles got mixed up. Why didn't they change it right away?
그게요.
The staff fired the new guy and posted a written apology, held him responsible for the whole incident.
그치만
But they were short on staff because he was fired. Doesn't even make sense. Oh, fuck. Just glad it's been straightened out. Yeah, that's just bullshit. What a...
틀렸어.
He's angry. Made him do all the work and sacrificed him for making one mistake. One mistake. Ah.
그래요.
Everybody was angry, but they didn't do anything about it. No, I'm ruining everything. Sale's blue glasses glinted. Do-yoon felt awkward and took a step back. It's common, I've seen it often. Okay, excellent ending. Company fired the new staff member and released a statement of apology. The poor guy got all the blame and became his own scapegoat. Let's talk with him about B-stars in general. I don't know. The rapport is so bad.
너무 나갔어요.
Buried, what a gloomy name. Meaning trapped under, right? A very ironic name, obviously. I told him we should change the name from the beginning.
그렇다는 건
From the beginning? Is this your first season?
아,
Oh, that's... You're right, I joined the staff this season.
그 말은
I'm just saying that I didn't like the name as a viewer from the beginning.
도윤이 형.
What about you? Do you like the name of the show?
글쎄.
Well... Kind of agree with you. Okay, that made him a little bit happier. Nobody liked the name. Yeah, let's not talk about that. That may actually piss him off because he is not sponsored. Okay, at least we got him neutral. So, Gyo-hyuk, we should talk about the smartwatches.
뭔데?
What are you looking at? The watch? Oh yeah, my wrist feels funny.
괜찮아?
What, did you break it when...
아니야.
No, it's not broken. I just want to loosen up the wrist strap a bit.
아,
Okay, I was worried. The two stared at the watch on Do-yoon's wrist.
혹시
Do-yoon, have you tried calling someone with yours? I keep trying, I guess. Can't hurt. I keep trying. Although everyone in the contact list is here.
나도야.
Me and you both. The phone app on the watch could only be used to call people in the contact list.
그게
Oh well. As for you though, I'm a little surprised.
아무래도
You know how things are for me right now. I keep checking anyway. Let's do that since we don't know how things are going to turn out. Okay, but only if we got a network signal, so... should we... I don't know, talking about the rescue seems like a bad idea. I'm not sure he cares about file correction. But actually, before we continue, I think it is about time to end the episode. I am generally aiming for an hour as the length of an episode. So yeah, please do let me know about the technical issue. Should I include a face cam? Where should I include it? Because the screen is very busy. I'm not sure there is a good place for it. Or maybe at the bottom? But that will cover up the text. That's not good. Nah. So yeah, anyway, let's save it at this point. Because I think getting through all the keywords and talking about everything we want will take quite some time. So let's just end it here and, well, see you then in the next episode. Until then.